good old war game called Universal Battles. That's right. Um, so, uh, I'm just going to assume that you read over the rule book, which you can find in the website right here. It will you can download the PDF if you want to, or you can click on one of the pictures and read the rule book. I recommend you to do that because it will give you an idea about the game first, and then with this video, I will tell you everything you need to know. Um, if you still have a question, you can just go to Q&A, got a question, type in whatever question, and just press submit, and I will read it there. Okay, in this universal battle game, you and your opponent have armies, and you will fight each other with different objectives. The first one in the game is just beginner map, where the first person to 10 victory point wins by capturing these 5-point victory point zones, and these 5 to 10 tick 1-point zones. Yeah, that'll make sense later on. I'm going to go do an overview of the all the game tiles and characters first. So this is the map. Each hex is a space. These are spawn points. If you doing like a 4-player, you can there will be maps with different colors. You can set them to whatever color you want, but I'm doing red and blue because that's just natural. Or normal. These are respawn points of characters die. They will respawn. They will be put in this tile. This is coin mines. One of the best ways to generate coins, which is how you buy your characters. These are victory points. So these are water that slows down your movement. This is the tick tracker and the VP tracker. You use this to track whatever tick it is, and these are the victory point trackers. So you can just track how much victory points you have gained. And I'm going to talk about the character stats and the rest at another video, which talks about in depth of other things in the game that will help you know more about it. Yeah, sure. So let's get this started. We're doing the basic beginner game. 20 point by 10 VP. So each army will each player will get a get to build a 20-point army. I think there was supposed to be 2 of those. So we got 2 silver handers here, 1 smasher and 1 old shot. That is 8, 14, 19 points. Over here we got the range starter class, which is 5, 14, 19. I am using the 2 starter armies, which you can find in right here. I'm using this one, the first 2. There we go. And now we will start the game. At the start, each player gets 10 coins to buy whatever they want as a starting army and put it right there in their spawn point. You can do this however you want. You can do it like turn by turn, where you buy the first one, the opponent buy the first one. But how I would recommend to do this is just to buy your army and put it all out there at the same time. Cause yeah. All right. So we have 10 points to buy. We are going to get a smasher and a silver hander, just for the start, for the blue team. And for the red team, we're gonna switch it like this, so I don't get confused later on. We are going to get a rose braid and a Sword Janitor. Yeah, that one. And since this red team spent only 8, they will get to keep their 2 coins for later on use. And later on recruit. Alright, now we get to start the game. Before that, each character that you have bought and put in the spawn point will get to get a tick, because that's how you know they're on the board or not. Okay. Now we will decide who gets to go first. How I would do it is just to each player just grab 2 of these, roll it, and whoever has the highest number wins. 10, 8. Okay, red player goes first. Alright, tick 1. Okay, so now the red player gets to choose one of its characters on the same tick as these tick trackers. This is how you move your characters and activate your characters. So in tick 1, this player can choose one of their tick 1 characters and act. We are going to choose the Rose Braid, and in each character's turn, you can move and then attack. But you can't attack and then move. So we are going to move. Each character can move a maximum of 2 spaces unless the character's special stats says otherwise. Rose Braid is going to move 2 spaces like this, and that would be the end of its character act. At the end of the character's act, you can either attack to increase its tick of Rose Braid attacks. It will add 3 to its tick, which means the next time the Rose Braid will be activated is on tick 4, so that's like 3 ticks from now. But since there's nothing to attack, you will add 1 tick to the character. You will always add 1 tick if you don't attack, or use any abilities that increase the character's tick. So basically, Rose Braid have nothing of those, so Rose Braid will gain a tick. Now, once you have done your turn, it is the next player's turn. So you don't activate all your tick 1 characters at once. It's choose one, and then let the other player do their thing, and then it goes back to you, and it repeats. Blue player's turn. They're going to move the Smasher 2 spaces up, and they're going to add a tick because they can't do nothing. This is how using the first couple of turns is in the game. Alright. Now, once have everyone taken their turn in the battle phase, we go into the recruit phase, where people who has coins can recruit their characters. Red player has 2 coins, but red can't recruit anyone because this is 6 cost, 3 cost, and 5 cost. So we will pass, and then we will go into the end phase, where since you can see in the tick tracker, there is on tick 1, 2, 3, it is called the sun tick, while in 8, 9, 10, it's called the moon tick. In the sun tick, as you can hover over this item, it says at the end of sun tick, each player gains 1 coin. So that means at the end of the sun tick 1, each player will gain 1 coin for them to use later on. And then after that, we will do in the end phase effects, and then we will move the tick tracker. You always move the tick tracker last, so it will happen after every sun tick effects, every coin effects, and every character effects. I don't think I have any of those yet, but maybe in the future. Now we go into tick 2. Okay, now every character is in Take 2, and each player also has Take 2 characters. How it works is whoever activate their character or recruited last, the next player gets to go. Since nobody recruited, the next player get to act was a blue player moving surrender, so it will be the red player's activation first. Um, Red player is going to move onto the water tile, and that will be it because if you hover over the water tile, it says 2 movement points to enter. So it will take 2 movement points for the Rose Braid to enter on this space. And at the start of the next turn, you get -1 movement if you're in water. So yeah, Rose Braid will only get to move 1 space. It takes 2 movement points to get in, but it only takes 1 movement point to get out. So yeah. Next up, the Smasher is going to do the same. Then we go back to the red. We're going to move the Channeler up 2 spaces. There we go. Oh, for Mage Clan characters, they have a thing called mana. And how that works is you just grab these mana tokens, and then you just put it on the character token, depending on how much they have. So 3 mana for the Channeler and 1 mana for Rose Braid. The only thing that the character, all of the character tokens share is the tick. Everything else, each character have their own HP, their own mana, and other effects if they have it in their character text boxes. Next up, Blue player. They're gonna move Surrender up. Alright, end of turn. Recruit phase. Let's see here. Red player can use 3 of his coins to recruit another channeler. So we are going to do just that by spending 3 coins. Red player is going to recruit a channeler and put it in one of its spawn point zones. We're going to put it right there, and we're going to give it 3 mana because that's what they spawn with. Now, we move to the end phase. First up, we see if anybody taking control of anything, which blue and red have. Since it is the only character around the hex that you can control, which are coin mines, you will take control of them. So we will have to take control of that because the Smasher is adjacent to coin mine, and Rose Braid is also adjacent to their coin mine. So red have taken control over this coin mine. Now we go into the end of Sun Tick phase, where each player will get 1 coin. However, if we hover over coin mine, it says at the end of every Sun Tick, team controlling this mine gets 1 coin. So coin mines are pretty useful because they will give each player an extra coin each time. Next up is the end phase effects. No one has that, so we move to tick 3. Now, it would have been the red player's turn, but the red player has recruited Nest, so that means it's the blue player's turn to go. And the blue player is going to move the Smasher up 1. Red player is going to move Rose Braid up 1 because that's the only movement they have since they start in the water tile. Next up, blue is going to move Surrender up 1. and then red player is going to move the Challenger. Now, when you activate a character, you get to move every single character token that character has. So they're going to activate the Challenger, and each character get to act on their own. This Challenger is going to move 2 over here, and this Challenger is going to move 2 over here, and there we go. Now there's something that you need to be careful of, because let's say you have 2 Challengers, right? And if you attack, you gotta make sure both of the Challengers can attack a target, because the characters share the tick. So if this guy attacks like something over here, and this Challenger can't then attack, we will add 3 to the tick because it's the Challenger's basic attack. That will go to 7. So basically, you only get to activate this character to attack, and this character will just be useless. He didn't do anything, so you gotta be careful with using multiple characters. Multiple character tokens of the same character. Alright. After that, we go into recruit phase. He gets to recruit first, blue player. 3 coins, can't do nothing. Red player, can't recruit. So we go into the end phase. Everyone doesn't control anything, so sun tick effect. Everyone gets 2 coins because end of sun tick, and everyone controls 1 mine. End effects, nothing. Now we move to tick 4. Tick 4 to 7 is like the neutral zone, so there's really nothing that activates in tick 4 to 7 for now. Alright. Since the last player to act was the Challenger, blue player gets to go first, and we are going to move the Smasher all the way up adjacent to the 5 VP zone. Red player turn. Red is going to move Rose Braid up to the 5 VP zone. And then blue player's turn. He's going to move the Zero Hander up there. Red player's turn. The red player is going to move Challenger up. Now, the red player has a decision to make, because the Smasher is within 3 spaces, which is their range, 1 to 3. They can use 3 tick to do a attack, but the other Challenger isn't in range, so I think the red player is going to just end their tick for this one. So the Challenger is going to gain a tick. After that, that's the end. Recruit phase. Blue gets to go first. Blue player will recruit something by paying 4 coins. They are going to recruit Old Shot, good old range unit from the Rogue clan. Now, when a new character shows up, their starting tick will be whatever the tick tracker's tick is plus 1. So we're on tick 4. Old Shot is going to start with 4 tick plus 1. So Old Shot will activate next turn. Okay, let's see here. Now it is the red player's turn. Will they recruit anyone? They are going to spend 3 to recruit another Challenger. Alright. Now we go into the end phase. There's no sun tick, so nothing happens, or moon tick, so tick 4, nothing happened. End phase effects, no one has that, so we go to tick 5. Alright. since red player has recruited next turn, it is blue's turn to go first. Now, tick 5 is usually tick 4 to 7 is usually where the battles start. So we are going to show you how the battle is. We are going to use the Smasher to move right here and attack Roseblade. Alright, we pay for the attack cost, 5, so the next tick the Smasher is going to activate is on tick 10, that's like 5 ticks from now. And then, with a range of 1, are we in range? Yep. And then we get an attack of 4. So, how attacks work is that you roll dice equal to the attack's attack number. So we will get to roll 4 dice. We're just going to copy and paste 4 dice, how convenient. And then we get to roll. Let's see what we get. Alright, we got a hit, 2 coins. I'm going to show you all the different sides of the dice right now. That, hold on. It's, yeah, hit. There's a crit right there, which I don't know how to. Okay, there we go. And then a miss. Okay. So there is a plus sign, a coin sign, hit, crit, and blank. Whenever you roll dice, if it shows any of these 4, it means it's a hit. If it shows a blank, then it doesn't count as a hit. That means you kind of missed that. So let's talk about what they mean. That's blank, so it doesn't hit. Goodbye. Crit. Whenever you roll 1 or more crit, you can activate the character's attack crit ability. Like for Smasher, if you roll a crit, it can knock back the defender 2 spaces away. Nice. Hit is just normal hit, nothing special, but it's better than the blank. Alright, a coin. This basically means if you rolled 1 or more of these, you will get a coin at the end of your dice roll. So you will just get a coin like that. There you go. Well, not 2. You get a coin like that. This means you roll 1 or more, you regen 1 HP. So basically, if the Smasher has taken damage, like this, at the end of their dice roll, they will regain HP. Now I say at the end of their dice roll, meaning if the defender rolls, and let's say he didn't roll any hits, that means they will take full damage. Let's say what's Roseblade? Roseblade has 3 HP. If Roseblade have taken 3 HP, and they rolled a and if they rolled a health symbol, if they will be defeated, then they won't get the HP back. If they take damage and they are not defeated, then they can regain HP. So it's after damage calculations. So the Smasher has rolled 3 hits and 2 coins. So at the end of their dice roll, they will gain 1 coin, and the Smasher will be dealing 3 damage. Now, if we go to Roseblade. Roseblade have 2 defense, and they have a special effect called Mage Armor. Well, this character has mana, it gets plus X. So since they have Mage Armor 1, Roseblade will get plus 1 to their armor, and that will be 3. So Roseblade will be rolling 3 dice. Alright, 2 hits. Roseblade will cancel out 2 of the damage, and Roseblade will be taking 1 damage. Nice. Alright, end of Smasher turn. Next up, it is the red player's turn. Let's see here. The red player is going to attack with Roseblade, spending 3. And Roseblade is going to attack the Smasher with 4 dice, because Roseblade had attack 4. red player. Only one hit. Now the Smasher gets the roll. 2 defense. Alright, 2 hits, so the Smasher block their attack, and they get a coin, which is nice. If the Smasher would have taken hits, taken some damage, he has a special ability called Tank 1. When taking damage, minus X to that damage. So, if the Smasher failed to block, taking 1 damage, with its Tank 1 ability, it would have negated that damage. Now, alright, that's the end of Boss Blade. Now we go to Bill's turn. We are going to move Sylvander right there. Red turn. They are going to move the channels. Move this one 2 spaces. And then we're going to move that one 2 spaces like that. And then they're going to use their special ability. It says by 3 mana. By paying 3 mana to deal 2 unblockable damage to character in range 1 to 2. Cannot attack the turn you use this effect. So both of these channelers is going to use 3 of their mana to do 2 unblockable damage to the Smasher. Unblockable damage means the defender can't roll their defense. It doesn't work. So they're going to do 2 unblockable damage to the character. Now, this character has tank 1, so when taking damage, they will take 1 less. So, for them to do 2 damage each, minus 1 for each of them, so they will be dealing 2 damage to the Smasher. And that's going to be the end of their turn because they can attack while they use this ability, so we just add a tick to there. Blue turn, they have Old Shot, and they will move it 3 spaces. Why? Because Old Shot has a fast keyword. It has 3 movement points instead of 2. Look at that. Alright. And then that's the end of that battle phase. We go into the recruit phase. Can anyone recruit? Starting with the red player? Nope. Nope. Alright then. Now we go into the end phase. Now, there's something special with these victory point zones. If you hover over them, it says end of every tick 5 and 10. Each team gain 1 victory point for each different character they have on or adjacent onto this. Now, at the end of tick 5, since blue player has a Sylvander adjacent to VP, that means they will gain a victory point at the end of tick 5 and 10, which is pretty nice. But the 5 VP is really what you want to be aiming for, but extra VP doesn't hurt. Okay, end of that. Tick 6. Okay, now we go into the red player's turn because the last player who acted or recruited was Old Shot for blue player. So it is the red player's turn. What we're going to do is we're going to move the channeler and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, now the channeler is going to attack the Smasher. So we're going to pay 3. And all 3 channelers are in range. So that means the Smasher is going to get hit by 3 attacks, which is going to be hurtful for the Smasher, even with tank 1, because the Smasher only has 1 HP left. So we go 1 character at a time. Let's go with that one. So the channeler gets to attack for 3. Look at that. What do we get? Okay, well, only 1. Just 1 coin, so end of their roll, they get 1 coin, and they get 1 damage in. Because of tank 1, it won't do anything, but you will roll anyways for the defense. Why? Because you can get a coin symbol or regen symbol, and the Smasher is really hoping for that regen symbol. Okay, that didn't happen. Next up, next one. Let's go with this one. 1, 2, 3 in range. Oh, well, that's a rip him. Okay, they have 3 attacks. They got 3 hits, and one of them is a crit. Let's see here. Their crit is regain 1 mana. However, since we use this character to attack, they already have maximum mana, so their crit didn't matter. Big rip. Okay, they gotten 3 damage in with tank 1. That will be 2 damage, and the Smasher will have to get 2 hits to able to block all that damage. Ooh, they did. Okay. They didn't take any damage, and they get 1 coin, and they get to regain 1 HP. Ooh, so now the Smasher will be harder to defeat. Next up is the Nast Channeler. The Nast Channeler is going to attack. Okay, 1 hit, gain a coin. With tank 1, the Smasher won't be taking any damage, but they will roll. Oh, no. They almost rolled that regain, and that will be a big problem for the red team. Alright, that's that. End of Channeler's turn. Now we go to blue turn. Anything in tick 6? Yes. Silhander and Oldshot. We're going to move Silhander 1 space. Add that. Does red player has anything on turn 6? Nope. So we go to tick 6 for blue player. Oldshot. We are going to move 1, 2, 3. Nobody saw that. 1, 2, 3. And that's going to be the end of that tick. Now we go to recruit phase. Red player gets to go first. Nothing. Blue player. Blue player is going to spend 4 to recruit a Silhander. Nice. Alright, now we go to red. Do they want to recruit? They don't have any. Cool. End the phase. Alright, let's see here. Nothing on end phase, so we go to the next tick. Since blue player has recruited Nast, that means the red player is going to act. However, they have nothing on tick 7, so basically the blue player is going to act all the tick 7 characters this turn. Let's see here. Silhander is going to move here. And then Oldshot is going to move here. And instead of attacking, Oldshot is going to use one of her abilities. Yeah. It says, instead of attacking, you can pay your attack tick cost -1, so 2. Boop. Then, at the start of this character's next act, target an enemy character in range and deal 2 unblockable damage. This character cannot attack next act. So, we are going to use a good old Zed token to put it right there as a reminder that on this character's next act, it's gonna shoot. Now we are going to talk about acts and ticks. When it says on this character's next act, it means on each and every single one of these characters' next act duration. So that means if you have like 4 different Oldshots at each character's activation, you can do 2 unblockable damage. That's that. If it says start of this character's next tick, that means on this character's next tick, only one of them gets to activate the Oldshot ability. So that's that for tick and act, depending on what it says on the tick. Alright then, that's that. End of tick 7, nothing happens. Oh, something does happen. As you can see in the 5 VP zone, The team with the most characters on or adjacent will control this. If all teams have the same amount of characters, no one controls this. However, the blue team have 3 characters around the 5 VP, so that means at the end they have taken control of the 5 VP, and that is a huge boost. Red player will have to get rid of some of them. All right, end of that. Now we go into the moon tick. Let's explain the moon tick. At the end of tick 8, 9, 10, which are moon ticks, if you are at your spawn point, or if you are on around the 3 spawn point, you will regain HP or MP. So around the respawn point, you get 1 HP and 1 mana at the end of every moon tick. If you're at the spawn point, you will get 2 HP and 2 mana. But it's gonna be a long way back to the spawn point to regain all that mana, so and HP. So yeah, good luck. All right, turn 8, tick 8. Blue player acted last, so we're going to go with the red player. Red player can activate a character on tick 8, which is Rose Braid. What we're going to do is seeing how the Smasher is going to be a really big tank to get rid of. We're going to use Rose Braid and attack Oldshot. So Rose Braid is going to move here because it takes 2 movement points to go into a water tile, and you're going to attack Oldshot. Why? Because Oldshot has no defense. So we're going to spend 3, 1, 2, and then we go to 3 because maximum is 10. If you go over 10, you just go back down. Rose Braid has attack of 4. Here we go. What we got? Oh, only 2 hits and 1 coin. So Oldshot have taken 2 damage, which is not enough to defeat Oldshot. Oh, that's not good for the red player. Next up, the only thing that blue player can activate is Silhander. So we're going to move this Silhander 2 spaces up, and we're going to move Silhander 2 spaces this way. You can only move past your own characters. You can't move past the enemy character like this. You can't do that because that's the enemy character. Okay. Oh yeah, also each hex can only hold 1 character, so you can't just be like that or like this. It has to be an empty space. Alright, that's that. Now Silhander is going to attack this Channeler. Silhander has a special effect called Charge. If this character moves at least 2 spaces in a straight line this tick, your attack gets +1 attack this tick. So basically, since Silhander was here, it moved 1, 2. Silhander will get +1 attack. So by paying 3, Silhander is going to get attack 3 +1, so that's going to be 4. Alright, 2 hits and gain a coin. Oh yeah, the Channelers don't have a defense, so 2 damage is enough to defeat the Channeler. When a character is defeated, you will move them to the enemy, to the controlling player's team respawn point, which is here, so they'll put it right there. And the team who defeated that character will get a victory point. So, aha! We'll be explaining characters in the respawn point later. And by later, I mean in a few turns. And by a few turns, I mean a few phases. That's that. Now we go to the red player. Can they do anything in tick 8? Nope. Now we go to the end phase. Yeah. Okay. I mean, no, not the end phase, the recruit phase. Yeah, I'm forgetting my own words. In the recruit phase, red player cannot get War Garden. However, they can get their Challenger back. How how resurrecting defeated characters from the respawn point works is that it is their cost divided by half and rounded up. So 3 goes to 1.5, rounded up is 2. So red player is going to spend 2 coins to resurrect the Challenger. Resurrect characters get their full HP and full mana back. So yeah. Now that's that. Okay, cool. End phase. Nothing happens at end phase. Now we go to tick 9. Since red player has resurrected last turn, it is going to be the blue player's turn. Blue player has one character to activate on tick 9, which is Old Shot, which is the ability. So it says at the start of this character's next act, target an enemy character in range and deal 2 unblockable damage. So we're going to look around, which is range 1 to 3. And we are going to attack Wolfsblade, because Wolfsblade already have an HP damage, and dealing 2 unblockable ones to Wolfsblade, which means it's going to be, okay, not that one, 3, and 3 is enough to defeat Wolfsblade. Goodbye, Wolfsblade. And oh, not that one. Blue will get a victory point. And blue is really in the lead right here. Alright. Old Shot cannot attack next act. So Old Shot will not be able to attack. That means they won't be able to do their ability, because instead of attacking, since Old Shot can't attack, you can't do the instead of attacking, so Old Shot will just run away. It's as easy as that. Okay, red's turn. The only thing they can activate is the channelers. So what they're going to do is this channeler is going to move. Okay, they're going to move 1. This channeler is going to move 1. No, they're not. They're going to stay right there. Okay, yeah. I need to edit the channeler's text effect. It shouldn't say turn, because in this game I use tick or act. Whoops. Okay. So we are going to use the ability. This channel is going to spend 3 mana to deal 2 unblockable damage to the Silhander. And Silhander doesn't have any tank, so it's all good. This one is going to do 2 damage. However, we remember the Smasher has tank 1, so instead it does 1 damage. So this tick, they cannot attack the turn you use this effect. However, this one can attack, because this is the only channeler that didn't use the ability. And I'm gonna change that turn to act. So yeah, I need to do that later on. This channeler can attack, but the red player really wants the channelers all to attack at the same time, so they're going to end their turn. Tick. Okay, alright. I'm saying turn now because I'm used to playing other games that has turn in their text. Alright, next up, Boo. Did I have anything? No. Recruit phase. Alright. Wolfsblade is now going to be 2.5. That's going to be 3. And red player does not have 3 coins. So that is a big rip. Okay, next up. I think that's it. Yeah, okay, tick 10. And that is the big phase, because in 5VP it says at the end of every tick 10, whoever on trolling, yeah, whoever is controlling this will get 5 VP. So you gotta be really careful, because you really want to be the person who controls the 5 BP at the end of tick 10. So here we go. I think red player did the Channeler's Nest, so that means blue gets to go first. Let's see here. Blue is going to move the Smasher onto this water tile and attack with 4 onto... And let's go with this Channeler. And they have 2 HP, and I get an attack of 4, so they better hope that I don't roll any good ones. And by good ones, I mean every single one of them. Okay, so I got 4 hits. I got a coin. I got a HP regen. Oh man, this match is just not gonna die. And I've tested this out many times, and this is how my dice rolls for blue team is pretty good. So 4 damage coming in. Channeler can't block, so they have been defeated. And I will get another victory point. Alright. Next up, it is going to be the red player's turn. Red player has a character on tick 10, which is the Channelers. Red is going to attack. So by spending 3, they are going to attack with 3. And they have a keyword called Focus. If this card did not move this tick, it gains +1 unblockable damage, which I have forgotten. So yeah, I'm just gonna look at this video later on, and I'm just gonna see that I did not use Focus all the times I have attacked Ray for Zephyr. So big rip. But yeah, so it would be 3 attack and +1 unblockable. Let's see here. Well, what are they going to attack? They're going to attack the... They're going to attack the Silhander because, yeah, with tank 1 and 2 defense, they're going to attack the Silhander. But before then, they... Yeah, so 1, 2, 1, 2? Yeah, okay, cool. They're gonna move first to here to get out in range of the Smasher, and they're going to focus on the Silhander. And since they both have 2 unblockable, it is enough to defeat the Silhander. But we always roll because you can either get a regen or coin. Simple. So we'll get 3 attack. Yeah, 3 attack. First one. Oh. Okay, so we get 3 damage and +1 unblockable. This mana. And this one gets to regenerate mana token, which is pretty cool. The Silhander only has 1. Okay, so that would be 2 damage +1 unblockable, which is 3 damage, and that is enough to defeat the Silhander. And finally, hey, look at that. Red player has a victory point. Look at that. Next up, since this Channeler doesn't have the Silhander to target anymore, the player doesn't really want to waste the attack action, so they're going to attack the Smasher. Okay, we got 3 attack going in the Smasher, and oh wait, they used the unblockable. They used the focus thingy because they moved this tick. Although, yeah. Yeah, remember how I said 2 damage +1 unblockable? Yeah, just ignore the unblockable. Yeah, just ignore that. Alright, what we got? We got 2 hits and a coin. Okay. So 2 hits coming in the Smasher. -10 and -1, so that will be 1 damage. Let's see if the Smasher is going to take that 1 damage. That's going to be a nope. Alright, so Channels did nothing to the Smasher this turn. Now we go to the blue player. Do they have anything? Yes, Old Shot at tick 10. Old Shot is going to move 1, 2. And Old Shot is going to take a shot on this Channeler because the Channeler doesn't have any defense. So we're going to spend 1, 2, 3. And we are going to attack with 4. And they only need 2 to succeed. Okay, wow. Oh, that's good. 3, which succeeded. And they regain 1 HP. Oh, they're taking damage? Oh, I didn't know they're taking damage. And then 1 coin. That would be 3 damage coming in. The channelers can only take 2, so that channeler is be defeated, and Boo gets a victory point. That's going to be the end of the tick. Now we go to control phase. Around the 5 VP, Old Shot and the Smasher still controls this, so at the end of the moon phase, everyone regains HP, and then at the end of the tick 10, the one controlling this is Boo, so Boo gets 5 victory point, and since Boo is the first one to get to 10 victory point, Boo player has won this game. Now, you may think that I skipped over the recruit phase, but even if I have recruited this turn, Boo would have win anyway, so yeah, that is how you play the game. Yeah, that's that. Alright. Hold on a second. Sorry for my throat. I just ate some salty ass things. Hold on a second. I ate some kind of salty thing at breakfast, which I forgot. I'll remember later. Alright, I hope this video helps you out on how to like play, how to act, how to battle in this game. I will be sending out a new video, which is going to be in depth of all the other things like characters. I will talk more about characters, the map, the tiles, dice. Yeah, stay tuned for that.